They did it. 108 years. They did it. Wow. So it's a new day in the world for Cubs fans. So slept in an extra hour, just kind of taking it all in. So with that, we're gonna have a celebration shave of the Cubs winning their first World Series in 108 years, and I'm just very, I'm beyond words, just reflecting back, and to try to calm whatever's going on inside me, we're going with Barrister Mann Latha Lavanda. We're going to pair it with Fine Lavender Pour Homme, which you're wondering, where'd you get these? I just had a mail call. So beyond those two, I also got Obsessive Soap Perfectionist OSP Barbershop scent, which I get the first note, I get cedar off the top of this, because I went, this is the same thing I remember smelling on Hex. I had a sample of Hex, and I inherited a used in a box raffle of Hex, and I piffed it away because I just couldn't. I just didn't. This one, the cedar is top, but it has a lot of other notes, and I just got it, and it's brand new. I got finger press on, I think, at the S or the P, because I was just checking the hardness. So I got this. I've been wanting to try OSP for a while from England, and so I'm very excited. I got this. I also, just because I went with barbershops, basically, because I figured they'd probably be close enough in scent where it wouldn't do anything to distract me. Thought about getting the lavender of OSP, but they had the latha, and I'll only get latha. I've never tried a Barrister Mann latha line. Now I got Mike's Natural Soaps Barbershop. I'd say it's kind of close. It's a little about close to like Soap Commander's Honor. But I wanted to try Mike's, and they had a few. This is all from Maggard. They had some in stock that had Hungarian lavender and a few others. I decided to went with the barbershop. So I'm gonna have a lot of soaps for a long time. And I also got Barrister Mann Reserve Classic Aftershave, and this scent is lovely. I don't know how quite to describe it. It's not. Peter Charkalis said he got a little classic Old Spice note. I wouldn't say that. I get a little closer to Aqua Velva, kind of like without the menthol, like the Sacre Blue I got from PAA. So, but you can tell it's got some stuff. It's kind of got some oily. So it's, let's see, glycerin. So it's probably the glycerin here. But won't be using this today, but I'll definitely be using it soon. We're gonna go Razorock Hawk. I think this will be my third shave with it, and Razorock 24mm Plissoft. Kai Captain Mild blade. Same blade that I put in initially. Might be a 2 pass or a 3 cross the grain. I'm not going to go against the grain on my cheeks. I'm still healing up here. I want to thank David the Coyote Munoz for messaging me last night during the game, and we had a good chat. It was great to talk more with David. And latha is not the hardest soap. It's not the softest soap. So I didn't bloom it. It's a very mild scent, but it's very natural lavender scent. I just wanted something basic, no mix of. Oh, it reminds me a little of PAA off the top here. Like kind of a gooey. That may have been if it got warmed up and maybe shipping, but it's been sitting for a day, almost a day since I got it. I'm gonna need more water. That's what partly. But all I hear about latha, It's a great line of Barrister Man soap for the price in particular. So. Dip the brush, more water. There we go. A little more. I got this jersey 20 years ago at a authorized shop right outside Wrigley Field. It was my college. I graduated in 95 and summer of 96. I graduated in fall of 95. So my college graduation present in 96 was go to Wrigley Field, and I saw 3 games and they won all 3. 2 against the Giants and 1 against the Rockies. This is that time where it looked like Cuba, because Cuba did one that was red with blue and they just made this more A, but this is the jersey I got at the time that was available, and I wanted the blue and not the white or the gray. Alright, I like that lather. Very happy. Definitely need a towel. I'm running late to work. I already called, said I'm going to be in just an hour or so late. I just stayed up to watch some of the celebrations. I just had one drink, one nice little Scotch rocks, or Scotch on a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements whiskey stones. Lightest touch on this razor. I want to thank everybody who aren't Cubs fans but were rooting for the Cubs, whether it's because you have friends or whatever interest, or just prefer National League Baseball, or... But at least this World Series had no villain, so to speak. There wasn't an evil empire like the Yankees. You know, to root against, or a hateable player. Probably the closest one. Some people may not like Chapman because of the domestic abuse issue, but Cleveland, classy team, very classy manager. Just came down to it. I'm very happy for David Ross, who, although he's won World Series, he gets to go out with the World Series because he's retiring. Only 39 years old, so he's younger than I am. But he's taken, he's a catcher, so he's taking shots off the mask a lot and collisions over his time. He's got a concern about concussions, so obviously if he's concerned about concussions, taking foul balls off or whatever, whatever the battle damage in baseball he's seen, and he must be having some effect that he's concerned to retire. But he made an error, kind of on a wild throw, but redeemed it with a home run, and he needs to go out on top as a champion. The young kids, Rizzo, Bryant, Russell. Hayward's a young kid, although he was one of the farm guys, really. Javi Baez, who was nervous early, and came back and he hit a home run. Dexter Fowler coming back to re-sign. He was almost out the door with Baltimore, and whatever fates or interventions, whether it was Theo or whatever happened, he comes back to the team. Seemed to be a sign. I have a coworker that he's a diehard like I am. So he's from Chicago. He's even more diehard than I am. And he thought that was a sign too. It's just amazing how these pieces fall into play. Guys think they're leaving, they end up back with the team, and it's funny. It's kind of like last year when the Cubs called up, when they got Bryant in there, and the kid contributes Schwarber. Having Schwarber available, he got the key hit that got the first run in because of he didn't single. Almora wouldn't have come in as a pinch runner, and then advanced. I already weepers. Those some spots I have. I caught my lip a little. But. He made the smart advance on a deep fly ball out to get to second on a tag up, which led to the first run scoring. And they Walker Rizzo to pitch to Zobrist, and Zobrist, being the veteran hitter, looked for the pitch and got it through the hole. And then Montero was in at catcher because I think they pinched ran for Rossi, and he comes in, and the only hit he had prior in the playoffs was the grand slam. And he hits a shot similar to Zobrist. Get those 2 runs in. Although they end up giving one back, they held on. I thought Edwards might get that guy, but no. Then they went to Montgomery for the last out. My only complaint was that Madden, to me, he pulled Hendricks too early. Although Lester, when it was 5-1, they pulled Hendricks too early. 4 2/3, and it looks like he was in command and his pitch count was good. They go to Lester, and Lester and Ross get wild early, not so much pitch wise, but make a mistake here and there. And 2 runs cross. Of course, Rossi hits a home run to make it 6-3. And then you bring Chapman in. You take out Lester, who pitched well after that goofy inning, and you bring in Chapman, and 3 runs across to tie it. And I'm like, why didn't you bring in Montgomery? Bring in someone else. You know, you have a 3-run lead. And then bring in Chapman, who was definitely overworked. Well, the Chapman went back out in the 9th, and he did hold it. So he got in line for the win. And they went to the 10th, and I was gripping every moment. So. Everyone's at work probably thinking, oh, Ken's not going to be here. He's going to call in. No. It's a good day. And since I didn't party off just had the one scotch to celebrate, raise a glass, you know. I had no reason to call it in. All right. Because the soap is not overly spicy, I'd say it's a pretty natural. Well, it's a little spicy. I'd say if you take spicy and floral on a spectrum, it might be right in between. That sounds about right to me. All right. Little soap maintenance. I'm gonna let that dry. All right. Razorock Hawk. Not a bad shave. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and we'll get to the post shave. Alum time. Little feedback. That's okay. I told myself I need to give myself a day break from shaving, so. But for some reason, I just wanted to celebrate and with the mail call and. Little maintenance right there. All right. Let's see. Medicated Thayers. Yeah, you think I'd be all overexcited, woohooing and all that. I got that out last night. I commented on KR Baker's. He posted something. I said, yes, I can. I said, I can live blissfully now. Okay, I don't know what this. I forget. I forgot to read this Lavender Pour Homme from Fine. Is lovely scent. Lavender cologne. Must be an old school, but it's really nice. I even sniffing out the bottle. I really like it. So All right, put a little moisture back in the face here. Mr. Katzenzetus. All right. And the tag team. I didn't even wash my face last night after going to bed. Tiege Hanley. Tiege Hanley. Eye cream and AM moisturizer with SPF 20. It was muggy yesterday. We had a little front move in. Got a sprinkle of rain here and there. Hopefully that's blowing through and the high pressures come behind. It's going to cool off. It wasn't hot, but it was just steamy. All right. 108 years. Cubs are world champions. I've seen New York Rangers win in '94. I've seen them in the Stanley Cup since then, recently, of course. Spurs have 5 titles, 99 to 2013. Wait, 13? 2000. I can't even do math. 2014. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, they got a title. They got 5 titles, and Cowboys, of course, are 5-3 in Super Bowls. So I've seen all my teams win now. It's a good day. All right. Have a great day. Be safe. Focus. Now it's all about football. Basketball just started. Hockey just started. That's way too early to give a damn about football. And then in the new year, start caring about the other sports. All right. I will talk to you later. Have a great day, folks. Go Cubs, go. They did. World champions. All right. Bye.